Did you know Indonesia is made up of over 17,000 islands? Yes, that's right, 17,000. Now that's a surprising start, isn't it? Welcome to a land of stunning natural beauty, rich culture, and unparalleled diversity, Indonesia. It's more than just a country, it's a vast archipelago, a constellation of islands each with its own unique charm. And that's just the beginning of the surprising facts that this fascinating country has in store for us. With that surprising fact, let's dive deeper into the lesser-known realities of this fascinating country. Home to the world's largest flower and the world's smallest primate, Indonesia's biodiversity is nothing short of extraordinary. Let's start with the Rafflesia arnoldi, a flower that's as unique as it is gigantic. This parasitic plant, found in the rainforests of Indonesia, is the world's largest individual flower, with a diameter reaching up to 3 feet. Not only is it massive, but it also emits a smell of decaying flesh, earning it the less than flattering nickname, the corpse flower. On the other end of the size spectrum, we find the Tarsius tarsier, the world's smallest primate. These tiny creatures, with their enormous eyes and slender bodies, are nocturnal and can be found leaping agilely through the treetops of Sulawesi and other Indonesian islands. These are just a couple of examples from the rich tapestry of life that makes up Indonesia's unique flora and fauna. Every corner of this archipelago is brimming with life and surprises waiting to be discovered. From the largest flower to the smallest primate, Indonesia's biodiversity is truly fascinating. Did you know Indonesia has the most active volcanoes in the world? This nation is a hotbed, quite literally, of volcanic activity, boasting around 130 active volcanoes. It's a number that's unmatched by any other country globally. Nestled within the Pacific Ring of Fire, Indonesia is home to some of the world's most famous volcanoes such as Krakatoa and Mount Merapi. The Ring of Fire, a major area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean, is renowned for its frequent earthquakes and significant volcanic eruptions. But it's not all destruction and chaos. These volcanic landscapes offer fertile soils, contributing to the country's rich biodiversity. And let's not forget the breathtaking views these majestic peaks provide, making them a must-visit spot for adventure seekers and nature lovers alike. From the smoky craters to the molten lava flows, the Indonesian volcanoes are a testament to the raw and untamed power of Mother Nature. Indeed, Indonesia is a land of fiery natural wonders. Imagine a country where over 700 languages are spoken. That's Indonesia for you. This archipelago nation is a linguist's dream, a melting pot of cultures and tongues, each with its own unique history and charm. From the rhythmic cadences of Javanese to the melodic lilt of Balinese, every island has its own linguistic flavor. Yet amidst this colorful tapestry of tongues, one language serves as the unifying thread: Bahasa Indonesia. It is the national language, a beacon of unity and diversity, binding together over 270 million Indonesians. It's a fascinating blend of local dialects, peppered with influences from Dutch, Portuguese, and Arabic. What's more, despite the incredible diversity, language doesn't pose a barrier in Indonesia. It's a testament to the nation's harmonious coexistence, where hundreds of dialects and a national language thrive side by side. In the realm of languages, Indonesia truly stands out. Ever heard of a lizard that can grow up to 10 feet? Welcome to the home of the Komodo dragon. This colossal creature, known scientifically as Varanus komodoensis, is a sight to behold. With its powerful tail, keen sense of smell, and venomous bite, the Komodo dragon is the undisputed king of its ecosystem. These fascinating lizards inhabit a few volcanic islands within Komodo National Park, including Komodo Island itself. The harsh conditions and rugged terrain of these islands have shaped the Komodo dragons into the resilient creatures we see today. They are apex predators, known to hunt and consume everything from birds to large mammals. Despite their fearsome reputation, Komodo dragons are a protected species in Indonesia. Conservation efforts are in place to ensure these magnificent creatures continue to thrive. It's a testament to Indonesia's commitment to preserving its unique fauna. The Komodo dragon, another example of Indonesia's exceptional wildlife. Indonesia, once the only source of valuable spices like nutmeg and cloves, played a pivotal role in global trade. The Spice Islands, also known as the Maluku Islands, were the epicenter of this spice monopoly. The island's unique geography and climate conditions made them the perfect breeding ground for these aromatic commodities. The allure of these spices was so great that it sparked the Age of Discovery, leading to the European exploration of the world in the 15th century. These spices were worth their weight in gold, and control of their trade routes led to economic prosperity and power. This trade shaped Indonesia's economy, bringing wealth but also conflict and colonization. Today, the Spice Islands have diversified their economy, yet the scent of nutmeg and cloves still wafts through the air, a reminder of a time when these little islands were the most sought-after destination in the world. Indonesia, the land that once ruled the world's spice trade. Indonesia is a melting pot of cultures with over 300 ethnic groups. Each group contributes a unique color to the vibrant tapestry of Indonesian culture. From the traditional Toraja houses in Sulawesi, the tribal rituals of Papua, to the royal palaces of Yogyakarta, diversity is at the heart of this nation. The Javanese, Sundanese, and Batak, to name just a few, each have their own languages, traditional dances, music, and art forms. The renowned Balinese Gamelan Orchestra and the mystical shadow puppetry known as Wayang Kulit are prime examples of Indonesia's rich performing arts scene. The country's cultural wealth is also reflected in its countless festivals and ceremonies, each with its own unique customs and traditions. The Nyepi in Bali, a day of silence, and the colorful Cap Gome celebrations in Singkawang are just two examples. Indonesia is not just an archipelago of islands, it's an archipelago of cultures, a mosaic of cultures. That's Indonesia. Ever walked on the equator in Indonesia? You can. Now let's dive into some geography. Indonesia is one of the 13 countries that the equator passes through. This invisible line bisects the country into two equal halves, giving it a unique geographical significance. Imagine standing on a spot where the northern and southern hemispheres meet. Pretty cool, right? Having the equator run across the country bestows Indonesia with a tropical climate, which results in high temperatures throughout the year and abundant rainfall. This climate also contributes to the country's rich biodiversity, which we discussed earlier. Additionally, the equatorial location influences the length of day and night. Here you'll find that the sun rises and sets at almost the same time year-round, providing approximately 12 hours of daylight every day. Isn't that fascinating? So, next time you're in Indonesia, you might want to take a walk along the equator. It's quite an experience, Indonesia, where you can literally walk on the equator. Welcome to Jakarta, the world's densest city. Imagine a place where over 10 million people are packed into a space of just over 20 square miles. That's Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia. With a population density of over 44,000 people per square mile, it's a bustling, vibrant metropolis that's teeming with life. This density brings along a unique set of challenges and opportunities. On one hand, there's the issue of overcrowding, traffic congestion, and strain on public services. On the other, there's an undeniable energy and dynamism, a melting pot of cultures and ideas that fuel innovation and creativity. Jakarta is also a city of contrasts. Skyscrapers tower over traditional markets, modern malls sit next to historic temples, and the rich and the poor live side by side. It's a city that's constantly evolving, adapting, and growing despite its challenges. Jakarta, a city like no other. In Indonesia, death isn't always the end, it's sometimes just a pause. In the mountainous region of South Sulawesi, the Toraja people have a unique approach to death. A person's passing isn't seen as an immediate goodbye, but rather a gradual process of moving from the world of the living to the world of the dead. The Toraja's funeral traditions are a spectacle to behold. The deceased are embalmed and kept at home for months, sometimes years, treated as a sick member of the family, until the final funeral rites known as Rambu Solo can take place. These ceremonies are grand events, with feasts, traditional music, and dance. It's a celebration of life as much as it is a farewell to the departed. The Toraja people believe that death is not a sad ending, but a transformational journey to Puya, the afterlife. A unique perspective on life and death only in Indonesia. Indonesia, home to the world's largest Muslim population. This archipelago of over 17,000 islands has a population that is predominantly Muslim, making it a unique representation of Islam in Southeast Asia. Although Islam is the most widely practiced religion here, the beauty of Indonesia lies in its religious diversity. It is a melting pot of various cultures, faiths, and traditions, coexisting harmoniously under the Indonesian sun. Indonesian Muslims, like their counterparts in other parts of the world, observe the 5 pillars of Islam, which include belief, prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage. However, what sets Indonesian Islam apart is its unique blend of local customs and traditions with Islamic principles. This fusion has resulted in a distinct form of Islam known as Islam Nusantara, which translates to Archipelago Islam. This unique cultural blend showcases the peaceful coexistence of different faiths and cultures in Indonesia, thus enriching its social fabric. Religious diversity, another aspect of Indonesia's rich cultural tapestry. So there you have it, 12 shocking facts about Indonesia. A land of volcanoes, home to the world's largest lizard, the Komodo dragon and the Spice Islands that once commanded the world's trade routes. A place where the equator runs through, and a city denser than you could imagine. An archipelago with a unique approach to death, and the country with the largest Muslim population. From its incredible biodiversity to its rich cultural heritage, Indonesia never ceases to amaze.